Hey gang, welcome back to another video. My name's Amy if you've not met before. This video isn't actually the video I had planned on uploading this week. I have filmed another video but I've not been feeling myself lately, and when I went to edit that video I was just like, I actually don't think I can watch this. Like, I was quite open in the video about not feeling great, but I couldn't like watch it to edit it because it was just too hard, you know, just too hard to see me in that space. So don't want to be putting that on the internet either. That video was the how much money I've spent in May video, so I will refilm that. I might do like May and June together just to tag them both in together and not have to refilm a video that I only filmed a couple of days ago, last week. So today, instead of editing that video and uploading that, I am going to do a different video with you. I am trying really hard to help myself to feel better. I am wearing my dinosaur cardigan, which I absolutely adore. I've got some bright colours on, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, and there are some really exciting things happening in my collection. So I figured, why not do that? Why not share a video with you guys of all the exciting, fun things that are happening in my collection, some of my favourites that I've got going on at the moment, and just spread the positivity a bit. Trying to figure out what I want to share with you first. To be fair, some of the really exciting things that I've got going on right now is that I've done a complete kind of reshuffle of my plant shelves and plant cabinet and the grow tent in the spare room. There isn't a grow tent in the spare room anymore. There's actually a really nice set of shelves and I cannot wait to share what they look like with you. That's not going to be today, but that is an update that has happened that I am loving. I know what plant I want to share with you first. Okay, you guys, this first plant is an Anthurium and I don't deserve what's happening. This is my Anthurium warocqueanum, and look how sad she is. She's got this one leaf that is not happy. It's definitely been left to dry out and fend for itself on the top of my shelves. And whilst I still love this Anthurium very, very much, caring for the plants on the top shelf are just that little bit trickier, and I've definitely left this plant way too long in between waterings. Like, we're talking probably closer to like 2 months, maybe longer. Like, it's not been great. I imagine there are some dead roots in here, but there are also some like nice green ones. But the reason I don't deserve this plant is because look at that. This new leaf that is coming in looks perfect, and I don't know what I did to deserve that. Like, it definitely wasn't looking after it. Let me see if I can show you some of the roots. Like, you see, there are some green roots in there. I imagine there's a lot of rotten ones too. There are some green bits. I feel awful for neglecting this plant, but it's making a comeback and I'm really proud of it. So yeah, the first update I wanted to share with you is this new leaf on my warocqueanum. It looks like it's going to be a pretty decent sized one. I'm very excited. The next update is a philodendron. It's my Philodendron Florida Beauty, which was growing in the grow tent, and as you've already heard me say, the grow tent is no more. And it has been out here living on the living room shelf for a little while now. I did actually cut it, and I don't think I filmed that. I filmed, like, over the last few months I filmed so many videos and I've not got round to editing them. I've not posted them, and to be honest, they probably never will be because I have a really hard time editing videos that are like long gone in terms of time. I can't remember if I filmed it or not, but I chopped it, I put it onto a pole, I got it into some different substrate, and basically was going to try and look after it a bit better because all of the leaves were starting to like point downwards, which is often a sign that it's getting too much light. But even when I moved it well out of the light, it was still doing it. So I was just like, something needs to happen. It had lost lots of the lower leaves. It hasn't got any of the original leaves that I purchased it with anymore. This is the bottom cutting. So this is actually the first leaf it put out in my care, which is still absolutely stunning. I absolutely love that variegation and the kind of divide in colour and like just the splashiness. It's just stunning, but hoping you can see we have a growth point happening just there, which is very exciting. I can't see, I think there are a couple of other growth points on this cutting. There are, I can see two, but the stem is very like corked, like bark. Like this little bump here would be another growth point, and there's another little bump just down there that would be another growth point, but I don't know if they'll activate. But this one has, it's broken through the kind of hard barky stem. So I'm excited to see what comes of that. Now let me show you the top cutting. Oh, there's another auxiliary bud that could grow. Would be great if they all did. So the top cutting is looking like this. She's looking good. I really do wish all the leaves would face the front. Like this one's stunning, but it points to the side so you can't see it, but I'll show you all the leaves. So this is this leaf here, probably one of my favorites. This is this one. I just love the different colouring. Like there's so many shades of green and yellow on this one leaf. I've got this one. And then this one. Oh, so beautiful. So pretty. And then it's got a new leaf that's popped out. It is smaller in size, but that's okay. The variegation is quite hard to see at the moment, especially because I'm wobbling this leaf around so much. But there is some really, really pretty variegation on that leaf. I can't wait to see it fully hardened off. But that's a really exciting update that I wanted to share with you all. Okay, this next one is really, really small, but I'm really, really excited about it. This is my Cissus tuberosa, which I bought off of eBay. Won it in a bidding war. £20. And for ages and ages, it was not doing anything. It was just this like, I mean, it's a caudex plant, so I guess this is the caudex, but it kind of looks like a trunk. But look, it started sprouting leaves. I'm so excited. These plants are just stunning. I love the leaf shape. I love a caudex plant, like I really, really do. Just, it blows my mind. Like they're technically succulents. Blows my mind. They store all their water in their caudex and they push out these gorgeous leaves, and a lot of them are just so delicate and dainty and like this kind of like hunking gnarly chunk with these dainty little leaves. Like I know this isn't quite gnarly, but like some caudex plants just, they get me, and I'm growing my collection. I've got a couple of little ones now and I'm just like, love them. They are a bit harder to get, I'd say, and they're also a bit more expensive, and rightly so, because they do take a while to grow. So they, you know, there's years of work that goes into these plants before they're kind of at a state where they would be desirable for people to own, I suppose. But yeah, very excited about this one. I can't wait to see how it kind of like looks all leafy. I'm having a really hard time with picking what to show you because there's so much that I want to update you on. But this next one is my Passiflora Trifasciata. And you know what, this morning I was actually listening to Jane Prone's podcast On the Ledge, and it was an episode on passion flowers, which is the Passiflora genus. And like, why aren't they more popular as houseplants? Because is this not stunning? Like, I'm sorry, is it not the most gorgeous leaf ever? It's so cute. And they get these little tendrils, which apparently, according to the podcast, are actually, what's the word? Like adapted inflorescence? Mad. Plants are mad. But hopefully you can see, hang on. this trellis is quite wobbly, so it's hard to move it around. Can you see here how it's like vined around the trellis? That front bit looks great. Hang on, can I show you that? Look at that. How cool. Can you see how curly it is? Like, it's amazing. I have absolutely loved just watching these tendrils curl and grab hold and just cling. Like, this one kind of keeps looking like it's going to go for my dangly bit of crystal in the middle here. There's one waving around up here. I'm loving this plant. I love this plant. Obviously the trellis makes it look that a little bit more beautiful. This is one that I got from the Bearded Botanist. I've spoken about them before on my channel. It's the iridescent one. They have clear ones too, which, how I've like reorganized my shelves, the clear trellises just make it so good, because you can put those plants in front of ones behind and you can see straight through the trellis. It's like it's not even there, it's literally invisible. Like, The crystal didn't come with the trellis, I just added that because I'm extra apparently. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying watching this grow and watching it tendril around this trellis. So this next one is another Anthurium, and I'm really annoyed at myself because the name's just flown out of my head. Like, it's gone. The name is gone. Like, I can't remember what it is, but it's this guy. And I love this Anthurium so much. I have let it dry out. Like, the last two leaves have got crispy tips, which I think you'll have seen before. They're pretty stable in their crispy tipness. But the last few leaves are looking perfect because I've been on top of this one with the watering, like really, really trying very hard to not let it dry out. It's my thirstiest Anthurium ever, but it's recently put out this new leaf, which is still, it's not fully hardened off. You can tell it's kind of like a lighter, I hope you can tell, it's a lighter green colour, but look at it. It's getting, like, the size up is so big. Which was the previous leaf? I think this one was the leaf before it. Like, oh, isn't it stunning? Isn't it stunning? And like the backs of the leaves are also stunning. Like, they're really, really textured. Hi. Like, can you see how textured those leaves are? I mean, how insane is that? It's just beautiful, and I love that it's sizing up, and I just love it. I'm really enjoying watching this one grow. Okay guys, this next one, like, I'm so excited about this plant. I have been sitting, like, this plant lives on my windowsill, and I've been sitting on the floor by the window just ogling these blooms, waiting for them to open. And today it's like, it's finally open fully. It started yesterday, like each petal was like pinging open really slowly, and this morning I got up, put the kettle on and went over and checked to see if it had opened, and it has. This is, I think it's my Stapelia macrocarpa, I think that's the name. But look at that bloom. Isn't it cool? Let's see if I can get it to like really focus in. How cool is that? And there's another one there, and there's a few other little teeny little, I don't know, like there's a little cluster here where there's another one's gonna grow, but like, how cool is that? It looks fuzzy, like I want to touch it. It doesn't have a smell yet. I don't know, I feel like these types of plants are renowned for like not smelling that great, but it doesn't have a smell yet. I don't know if this is its final form. I've got a feeling that the petals might, I don't even know if you call them petals, but I feel like they might kind of close back on themselves almost, and it ends up looking like a bell. I might be wrong, I might have got a bit muddled, but I'm super excited that it is blooming for me. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice, as is often the case, but it is, I suppose this is kind of true. It's a kind of reddy burgundy colour. I'm in love. Like, I can't believe it has bloomed for me. It's so cool. So cool. There's really no smell, but yeah, can't wait for that one to open. I don't know how long they last. Like, I hope it doesn't die off straight away. Like, I hope it can last for a little while, but super cute. Speaking of windowsill plants, I absolutely had to give you an update on this guy. My Tephrocactus geometricus. Look, the focus has gone all weird. Just look at those growth points. Like, I feel like it was a month ago. This one was like teeny tiny, and I was saying this looks like it might also be one, but you couldn't tell at the time. And like, I've got 2 balls growing. I did wonder if another one was going to grow from here, but it's kind of paused. But I guess it's probably using quite a lot of energy working on these two. Look how cute. I'm really enjoying watching them grow, and it's like they're surprisingly much faster than I thought they would be. I just had to share these guys with you. Like, I love it. I can't wait until they're like properly out and ball shaped. Okay, the next one I want to share is, it's one that you would have seen recently. It's my Huperzia, but I'm scared that I'm killing it. So I almost want to document it quite regularly so that I've got something to look back on to see how it was and what it was looking like, and if it is going downhill or not. So that's kind of why I'm documenting it here today. It is a bit of a favourite at the moment. I'm really struggling to tell if it's happy. I can't. It came with kind of lots of little kind of ends of tendrils or whatever they're called, looking a bit crispy, and like individual leaves being a bit crispy along the vines, and I'm scared I'm not going to notice if they keep like getting crispier and crispier, because they were already here. So like there's some crispy bits here. This section in the middle here is dying. I'm pretty sure that was dying anyway. But yeah, I just kind of want to keep documenting it so that I can see if it's growing or dying. I'm really scared. I'm gonna kill it. These sections are really cool. They're almost like flat. Probably can't really tell, but it almost looks braided. Can you see here? I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, terrified. And the next one that I wanted to share is another Anthurium that I have so neglected. I've so neglected this Anthurium, and I feel awful because it's pushing out a new leaf now and I'm reminded of how beautiful it is. But it's my Anthurium, what I believe to be a pure papillilaminum, and I have shared it on my channel before when I did a repot because all the roots rotted, and there's more rotting roots in here again. Please shut up. There's more rotting roots again, and also some healthy ones, so I'm not in a rush to repot it just yet. This is the only green leaf left on it, obviously not looking that happy. And then this is the new leaf, which is obviously it's not happy. I didn't realise it was pushing out a new leaf, but the camera's not capturing how red it is. This Anthurium puts out bright red leaves. Oh, shut up. Like, why do you need to be revving your car? Or motorbike, or whatever you are, just stop. This Anthurium puts out bright red leaves. Like, the camera's not doing it justice. It's bright red, and then there's a purple iridescence to it, and it is stunning. Oh my god, that vehicle is actually making me really cross. I'm an overstimulated babe right now, and like the excess noise that's going on outside is getting to me. Anyway, this leaf, I'm not going to be able to capture the true beauty of it, but it is stunning. This little, the curl in it is just so silly. That's because I let it dry out. It's got like a little shelf and curly tail. But it's stunning. It's so, so pretty. Normally I wouldn't touch a new Anthurium leaf, but because it's already kind of dinged up, it's so hard to show you. It's beautiful. And then this is the back of the leaf. I'll try to get some photos of it and capture its actual colouring, because this isn't doing it justice, but it pushing out this new leaf has made me remember how much I love this Anthurium and how much I need to actually care for it. So I might need to do a repot again, sort out whatever's going on in here, and yeah, hope for a beautiful new leaf. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to show you one more plant, and this is just a favourite, and I suppose it's an update. This is actually a new plant that I got in May, which I had documented in the video I filmed last week. That's not going to go up, so you haven't yet seen it, but I really want to share it with you because it is stunning. It is so stunning. It is my new Rhipsalis paradoxa. Have you ever known one be this big? Like, are you kidding me? It's huge and it's absolutely stunning. Look how chunky that vine is. Like, that is thick. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. So I picked this one up from Hayley from Mint Plants, and yeah, I realise I do talk about her every single month when I'm getting new plants, but she does have some amazing plants. I do actually need to give a shout out to Claire from the Jungle Haven because I was watching her, I think it was the Malvern RHS video, where she brought back like 20 new plants or something, and one of them was like a little stem of one of these, and it apparently had fallen on the floor, and she asked Hayley if she could take it, and Hayley said yeah, and Claire didn't know what it was, but when I was watching her video I was like, that is a Rhipsalis paradoxa, like the large one. Let me message Hayley. I didn't even finish Claire's video. I just clicked off of YouTube, went over to Instagram, messaged Hayley, and I was like, Hayley, do you have any more? She had 2, so I nabbed one, and like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And what you're not gonna believe is the price that she sold this to me at. Like, if you know anything about this Rhipsalis, is you know that they're hard to come by, especially at this size, and like this particular one, like the Rhipsalis paradoxa minor is easier to get. The major, which I think this is what this one's technically called, is much harder. I've been trying for years to get one of these. And they can be real pricey because, again, they take quite a long time to get to this size. So like, fair enough, years and years of growth go into plants this size. £17.50. Like, is Hayley not trying to run a business? Like, what? £17.50. Are you kidding me? To be fair, like, Hayley is an absolute babe, and I've spent a lot of money with her, and you know, we chat quite often. She did give it to me cheaper than what she was listing it on her website, but even so, the price that she was listing it on her website was £35, which I would have, you know, willingly paid £35 for it. I absolutely would have. But what are these prices? These plants are usually so much more money than that. Like, if you know, you know. Like, geez. There was a little section that did fall off, and it's rooting. Oh, hang on, there's another bit. Oh, it's so wrinkled, but there's a little root coming out of it. Hang on, let me get the other one. I'll pop it in there with it. I literally had no idea that that one had fallen off. It may or may not plump back up, but this one, I noticed the day I brought it home that it had fallen off, and I popped it in some water and it's rooting really well. Like, how nice is that section? Pop that back in there, and I'll pop this one in here too. Hopefully it'll plump up. I'm obsessed with this plant. So yeah, that's definitely a favourite right now. This strand, it seems ridiculous, I might chop that off and put it in the water with the others. But yeah, I love it and I couldn't not include it. Okay gang, that is it. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I could keep going because there's so much going on in my collection, but I am planning on doing like a full collection tour very, very soon. So I'll share all the exciting stuff in that video too. That'll be like a nice long one. It might end up being like a two-parter, who knows. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Thank you for letting me share the really like good, positive bits of having and collecting plants. Like, I just need to be absorbing myself with all the goodness. And also, as always, I'm so sorry for the noise outside. I can't control it. I'm sorry, and my mic's just not going to be good enough to be blocking all of that out, but there we go. I'm really curious to know if you're watching up until this point, so if you are, pop a dinosaur emoji in the comments and I will know that you've stuck around right until the end of this video. Thank you so much to those that do. Stick around, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, bye!